Alright, I decided to do something a little different. I decided to do the painting before the talking part of the video. Now, right here we have Mushroom Cloud Godzilla, as y'all can see on the thumbnail, title, and just looking at this before I even said anything. But the colors were just black with a light gray. I was going for that black and white look like what we see in the older films. Now we can also see some slight differences to Mushroom Cloud Godzilla. I'm just going to say Mushroom Cloud for the rest of this video instead of the full name. But mostly instead just the average thing we can see is the neck and head. We also have stuff going on the body that's slightly different than the original as well. That's being a few of the dorsal plates are slightly different. We also have some shoulder and elbow spikes, and we also have a spikes, or I guess you can call these spikes, I guess, coming out of the hips. Now granted, I thought, not the hips, the thighs, my bad. And we also have longer claws and longer claws on the feet and hands. We also have a spike right here on the chest, almost like how Shin Godzilla has. So that's kind of cool. At first I kind of thought this was just going to be just Godzilla with just a mushroom cloud for a head. I am glad to say that we do have some slight differences all the way around the figure, so it can stand out even more. Now the eyes, I did paint the eyes. They are just really hard to see with the little folds and everything around it from the cloud shape of the head. But the eyes, I was going for more like how you see in some pictures or even in the film where the eyes are kind of like looking one way to another, is what I was doing for those. So let's move on to the size comparison real quick. What I'm going to use is the Godzilla y'all have normally seen me pull out around this time in October, and that is this figure right here. My original 54 Godzilla. Hopefully I said that right. Now, these two are the same height. Now, the only thing is I went with this size because I thought even with the neck and everything, they wanted it to still be like the same height as the original, being 50 meters just with the neck part. Now, if I'm wrong on that, let me know in the comments if it was still meant to have the same size by where the shoulders would have been slightly up higher. So the neck would have put it about right here instead. But I think it still looks pretty good for how it came out. So we're going to move you out the way. Now, I don't know too much about this character. Instead, just the head is shaped after the mushroom cloud after the explosion. That's about all I really know. I know this is also meant to be kind of like that horror type haunted type character, like what we have seen popping up in the last couple years. So I kind of do like we're getting all these neat horror stories and everything with the monsters. But it'd be nice we got some with other monsters and just not with like how the NES has like the not bosses and stuff. Be nice we had some other characters instead of just always Godzilla. I love the ideas that Godzilla is being more turned to horror in certain areas like this. But it'd be nice we got one with like Anguirus or Rodan. Rodan probably a weird one to do. That'd be kind of cool. Or something like that. Other monsters could get horror stories or something. But that is something that might have to happen down the line. But I'd still say I don't think I did too bad. If y'all think I could have done anything different on here, let me know in the comments. I know I went a little heavy-handed in certain areas, with the dry brushing. But I think it kind of blends itself out in certain areas. Like, especially like when you're looking at it at the front, it doesn't get too much of it. But on the back, you can see where it's actually had more on here. So it kind of makes it look like the sun or the lighting is behind it. And that's kind of what you would see anyways. If this was walking or standing in front of you, you wouldn't even notice the light from behind it. You would just notice this part of it where it's blocking out all light. So I think that kind of did work pretty well. And on the top of the head, it's got a little bit more because it's up higher up. But yeah, let me know in the comments what y'all think. And if y'all know any other parts for this character, put it in the comments for everyone else if they're kind of missing out on this character's lore or anything. Or even help me out know more about this character as well. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And I'll see everybody next time.